Lovely. Just stay right where you are, warm and soft. Let the hush of candlelight flicker across your thoughts. Your breath is the breeze now. And the story continues. Inside the keep, everything breathes in low, gentle tones. The ceilings are high, arching like cathedral wings. The floor is smooth stone, worn by countless footsteps, though now it feels untouched, still, as though time itself slows to a whisper here. The Falconer walks without sound, her boots brushing across dried rushes scattered along the floor. In medieval homes, these fragrant grasses were spread over stones to soften steps and sweeten the air, mixed with lavender, rosemary, and even crushed petals. They absorbed the sense of hearth and history. You hear the soft rustle of the Russia snoushy, like the sea far away. Every step becomes a lullaby. She passes through a narrow passageway into a smaller chamber. There's no fire here, only the hush of shadow and a single arched window glowing with morning light. Dust drifts lazily in the golden beam, floating like tiny stars, caught between waking and sleep. This is her reading room. No bookshelves only, a wooden chest, smooth with age, and a carved table by the wall. Upon it a stack of parchment rests beneath a flat river stone. Quills stand in a jar beside a small ink, and there, beside them, rests a feather. Not just any feather, a falcon's, pale at the base, striped dark at the tip. It's been set aside, wrapped in a bit of silk thread. She picks it up slowly. You hear the whisper of silk sliding from stone. In her fingers, it feels alive, still holding wind, still holding sky. She sits in the carved chair, its surface warmed slightly by the light through the window, and with slow, delicate movements, she opens a leather-bound book. Not a book of rules or orders, but a book of remembering. In medieval times, falconers often kept journals not of commands or trophies, but of seasons, winds, and the emotions of their birds. They wrote of the bond between bird and bearer, of trust formed not in speech, but in the spaces between silence. She writes now. Her quill touches the page without hurry. You can almost hear it. Scratch, pause, scratch. The ink soaks slowly into the parchment. Like a memory returning, she writes. Kira flew high. No hesitation. Landed with ease. Calm in the air today. Something quiet moving through the trees. Perhaps a dream. Mist at dawn. She pauses. Looks up. The light has changed. Slightly the golden edge softening. Turning toward cream. She smiles and closes the book with a gentle sigh. You watch as she places it carefully in the wooden chest, laying the feather atop it like a blessing. Then she turns, and you follow her back down the passage. The main hall now carries more life. A maid walks by with a bundle of firewood, her eyes still drowsy. A young stable boy yawns as he climbs the steps, a bit of straw stuck to his sleeve. The keeper's wakened but, quietly, respectfully, the falconer steps toward the kitchens, though not for food. Instead, she stops by the hearth. The fire's low and warm, its embers glowing soft orange. She kneels down, and beside the fire lies a small bundle, a cloth-wrapped bowl. She unwraps it slowly. Inside is a mash of oats, dried berries, and honey prepared the night before and left to warm near the hearth. Not for her, but for the birds. She takes a tiny spoon and stirs it gently, testing its warmth with the back of a hand. Satisfied, she covers it again and rises. The fire crackles behind her, and for a moment, you stay beside it. Let yourself imagine the warmth on your face, the pop of the wood, the smell of ash and faint spice. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your chest grow heavy, your thoughts slow. Back outside she goes. The wind has shifted now, just slightly. You feel it too, cool and clean, carrying the song of a far-off brook, and the scent of pine and hawthorn blossom. She returns to the falcon house. The birds are stirring, but not restless. They sense her. They always know her footstep. She enters. The light inside is dim, touched only by thin slats of sun through narrow windows. One falcon Kiarada, one who flew at dawn, blinks slowly from her perch. Another, younger, stirs in its sleep. The falconer kneels, unwraps the bow, and sets it carefully on a small ledge. She comes not a melody, just a thread of sound. Soft, slow, like water over stone. You hear it, and it enters you too. That hum, that rhythm, the heartbeat of a day unfolding. The birds respond not by calling, but by soft movements, a flutter of wings, a preening motion. One closes its eyes again, and you, perhaps, do too.